suffering makes us strong. Barcelona's gritty revival overshadows Mbappé's milestone. In a season teetering on the edge of disaster, in a campaign where dreams dance just out of reach, Barcelona has found its soul again, and it took pain, deep, stinging, soul-shaking pain to forge it. Not long ago, the Catalan giants trudged off the pitch at the San Siro, eliminated from the Champions League by Inter Milan in a semi-final that felt like a cruel punchline. For a squad that once flirted with a historic treble, the sting of that defeat could have unraveled everything. Fans feared the collapse. History seemed to whisper a familiar tale. Another season derailed, another promise broken. But not this time. Not with this version of Barça. This is not the wounded Barcelona of yesteryear, adrift in the shadows of past glory. This is a team reborn through adversity, and on Sunday they proved it with a performance that felt more like a declaration than a win. Down 2-0 against arch-rivals Real Madrid in El Clásico, a position that has become disturbingly familiar, with Barça trailing by 2 goals in 3 of their last 4 clashes. They refused to crumble. Instead, they erupted. By halftime, the scoreline read 4-2. By full-time, it was 4-3. It was chaotic. It was electric. It was quintessential Barcelona, a team that doesn't just play football but lives it on the edge. Now, with a 7-point cushion atop La Liga and just 3 games remaining, the league title is within touching distance. If Madrid falters against Mallorca on Wednesday, Barcelona could be crowned champions without even stepping on the pitch. Otherwise, a win against city rivals Espanyol on Thursday will seal their 28th league crown. A new era, with familiar fire. The numbers tell one story. 4 Clásico wins in a single season. The first time they've managed that feat since the 2011-12 season. But the emotion tells another. This isn't just about beating Madrid. This is about redemption. This is about belief. Credit, first and foremost, goes to the man in the dugout, Hansi Flick. Brought in to replace Xavi in the summer, Flick inherited a squad that was bruised, battered, and unsure of itself. What he's built since is nothing short of remarkable. This Barcelona doesn't just have tactics, it has teeth, it has swagger, and perhaps most importantly, it has heart. Gone is the aimless possession for possession's sake. In its place, high-octane pressing, aggressive forward runs, and a mentality that screams, "We're not done yet." The young stars have been instrumental. Lamine Yamal, still in his teens, but playing with the maturity of a seasoned veteran, has dazzled. Midfield maestro Pedri continues to orchestrate with elegance, while Pau Cubarsí has added steel and composure to a backline that, while still shaky, is slowly finding its rhythm. The game that changed everything, Sunday's match, didn't begin like a fairy tale. Within the opening 30 minutes, Madrid had silenced the Camp Nou with 2 quick-fire goals. Barcelona's title hopes looked to be fading into the dusk. But then came the storm. First, a moment of magic from Yamal, dancing past defenders, slicing through space like a hot knife through butter. Then the equalizer from Lewandowski, reminding everyone that class never fades. The comeback was on, and before Madrid could regroup, Barcelona struck again and again. The 4-2 halftime scoreline wasn't just a lead, it was a statement. Madrid would claw one back, and the final moments were suffocating with tension. But Barcelona held firm. Flick's side, so often accused of being mentally fragile in years past, now wore their scars with pride. Flick, the architect of chaos and control. Despite the victory, Flick remains clear-eyed about the road ahead. He knows this is still a team in progress, especially in defense. "I think this journey that we started last year, it's not over," he told reporters post-match. I know we have to improve a lot in defense. It has nothing to do with the back four. When we make mistakes, Real have fantastic offensive players, but we will fix it. There's a calm assurance in Flick's words, a recognition that perfection isn't the goal, resilience is. And this team, for all its flaws, has that in abundance. The philosophy of pain. After the match, teenage phenom Lamine Yamal stood before cameras with the poise of a captain and the honesty of someone who's lived a full career in just a few months. It was obviously very important to win today, he said to Movistar Plus. It's great to have this game after the Champions League. I think that's already forgotten. Then he added something that echoed far beyond the stadium walls. Suffering is what makes you strong and what teaches you to correct the mistakes you make. That's the new ethos of Barcelona. Not invincibility, not domination, but growth through hardship. Every setback is a stepping stone, every failure a lesson. Yamal continued, It's been a difficult year.